Hello, welcome, a warm welcome to you. If you're watching this video right now, know that it's no coincidence. The Lord has a powerful word for you and your family this morning. Today, I've brought a very special intercessory prayer, a prayer that will cover your family with divine protection from the moment you wake up until you go to sleep. This is a prayer that has already transformed the lives of thousands of people around the world, and I'm confident it will transform yours too. Before we begin, I want to ask you three simple but very important things. First, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, click the subscribe button right now down below. It's free, and you'll receive powerful prayers like this one daily that will strengthen your faith and change your reality. Second, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Every morning we post a new prayer, and you won't want to miss out on this blessing. Third, leave your like on this video. The like costs you nothing, but it tremendously helps this channel reach more people who need a word of hope. The more likes the video receives, the more YouTube shows it to other families who need this message. Now, prepare your heart. If you're at home, stop what you're doing for a few minutes. If you're at work, on the street, or anywhere else, find a moment of silence. Close your eyes if you can, take a deep breath, and enter the Lord's presence with reverence and faith. This prayer is based on Matthew chapter 18, verse 20, which says, "For where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there am I with them." At this moment, I am praying with you. No matter where you are, no matter your situation, at this exact instant, we are united in prayer, and the Lord's presence is here with us. Before we begin this prayer, I need to tell you something very important. In the last 30 days, more than 50,000 people have prayed this same morning prayer, and the testimonies that have reached us are simply amazing. Families that were on the brink of separation have reconciled. Parents who had been unemployed for months received unexpected job offers. Children who were walking dangerous paths came back home. Diseases that doctors said were incurable began to regress. But I need to warn you about something. This is not a magic prayer. This is a prayer of faith, and faith without action is dead. If you listen to this prayer just to listen, nothing will happen. But if you listen with an open heart, truly believing that the Lord will act upon your family, get ready, because your life will never be the same again. I know you may be going through difficult times right now. Perhaps there are conflicts in your home that seem to have no solution. Maybe the financial situation is tight, and you don't know how you'll pay next month's bills. Perhaps someone you love is sick, and the doctors don't know what else to do. Maybe you feel like your family is drifting apart, and that love that existed seems to be growing cold. Today, this changes. Today, you will declare divine protection over every person in your household. Today, you will spiritually shield your family against all evil. Today, the Lord will hear the cry of your heart and will respond in ways you can't even imagine. But attention, don't skip any part of this prayer. It has been carefully prepared to cover all areas of your family life. Every word has a purpose. Every declaration has power. From beginning to end, it's approximately 10 minutes that can completely change the course of your family. So I ask you, turn off distractions. Put your phone on silent. Ask the people around you to respect this moment. Because in the next few minutes, you won't just be hearing words, you'll be participating in a prophetic act over your family. Take a deep breath. Feel the Lord's presence filling this space right now. He is here, He is listening, and He is ready to act. Let's begin. Lord of all creation, in this new dawn that opens before us, I come into your presence with a grateful and confident heart. I know that each day is a gift from you, a new opportunity to experience your love and your protection over my life and over those I love. In this sacred morning moment, before the worries of the day take over my thoughts, I choose to place my entire family under your covering of peace. Eternal Father, you know every person who dwells in my home. You know the dreams kept in each one's heart, the tears that sometimes fall in silence, the shared joys and also the unconfessed fears. You know the challenges we face as a family, the financial struggles, the difficulties in relationships, the illnesses that try to bring us down, and the uncertainties that arise along the way. That's why I come to ask you that this day be different. May your light illuminate every room of our home, every conversation we have, every decision we need to make. Lord, protect my husband, my wife, my partner on this journey. Guard their steps when they leave home to work, to study, or to fulfill their responsibilities. May your angels encamp around him, around her, creating a barrier of protection against all evil, against all accidents, against every word that could wound or destroy. Bless the work of their hands, multiply their efforts, open doors that no man can close, and close doors that are not of your will. May at the end of the day, we reunite at home with health, with peace, and with gratitude in our hearts. I intercede for my children, Lord. Whether they are small or already grown, I know they need your constant protection. Cover them with your sacred mantle when they are at school, at college, at work, or with their friends. Deliver them from bad company, from the temptations of the world, from the traps that the enemy places in their paths. Give them wisdom to make right choices, courage to say no when necessary, and humility to ask for help when they need it. May they grow strong in faith, secure in who they are, and in the purpose you have for their lives. I also cry out for my parents, loving Father. If they are still on this earth, grant them health, joy, and many years of life. May I be able to honor them as you commanded, caring for them with the same love and dedication they had for me. If they have already departed to your presence, I thank you for every teaching left behind, for every example of faith and perseverance. May their seeds of love continue to flourish in my family through the generations. Lord, I ask for my brothers and sisters, my nephews and nieces, my cousins. Every member of my extended family has a special place in my heart, and I know they also have a special place in your heart. Where there is illness, send your healing. Where there is unemployment, open paths of provision. Where there is sadness, pour out your joy. Where there are fights and divisions, restore unity and true love. May our family be known as a family that serves you, that loves you, and that reflects your glory in the midst of this world. I acknowledge before you, mighty Creator, that sometimes we fail as a family. There are moments when harsh words come out of our mouths, when impatience takes over us, when tiredness makes us forget to show love to one another. Forgive us for every time we were not a reflection of your love in our home. Teach us to have patience, kindness, gentleness, and self-control. May we forgive each other quickly, without holding grudges or resentment, just as you forgive us at every moment. God of provision, I trust that bread will not be lacking at our table. You who feed the birds of the sky and clothe the lilies of the field will certainly take care of us. Bless our finances, multiply our resources, and give us wisdom to manage everything you place in our hands. May we be generous as you are generous, sharing with those who have less, being instruments of blessing in other people's lives. Free us from the debts that oppress us, from the financial worries that steal our sleep and our peace. Protector of nations, I place our physical house under your guard. Protect every door, every window, every entrance to our home. May no thief approach, may no evil manage to enter. May our house be a sanctuary of peace, a place where your presence is always welcome, where people feel love reigning and joy overflowing. May our walls echo praises. May our living room be the stage for good conversations. May our kitchen be the setting for meals shared with gratitude. Lord of wisdom, I ask for discernment to guide my family in important decisions, whether in choosing a school for the children, changing jobs, buying a house, treating an illness, or any other situation that requires a choice. May we seek first your kingdom and your righteousness, trusting that all other things will be added to us. Speak to our hearts through your word, through circumstances, through wise people you place in our path. Physician of physicians, I surrender to you every illness that may be trying to establish itself in my family. If there is someone fighting against a chronic disease, grant complete healing. If there is someone facing emotional or mental problems, restore the health of mind and emotions. Keep away from us every virus, every bacteria, every disease cell. Strengthen our immune system. Renew our strength every morning. Where doctors say there is no cure, I declare that for you all things are possible. God of relationships, I pray for harmony in our daily living. May love be our primary language, expressed in words of affirmation, in quality time, in gestures of affection, in acts of service, and in gifts given from the heart. Teach us to listen more and speak less, to understand before judging, to forgive before condemning. May our home be a reflection of your unconditional love, where every member feels valued, accepted, and loved exactly as they are. Fountain of joy, I ask that you fill our house with genuine laughter, with happy moments that will be kept forever in our memory. May we celebrate together the small and great victories. May we support each other in difficult times. May we create family traditions that strengthen our bonds. May years later, when we look back, we can say with gratitude that we were a united family, that loved deeply and lived with purpose. Almighty Lord, I declare your protection over my family against every spiritual attack. I know that we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. Therefore, I place the full armor on every member of my family. The helmet of salvation protecting our mind from destructive thoughts, the breastplate of righteousness guarding our heart, the belt of truth keeping us firm, feet fitted with the readiness of the gospel of peace, the shield of faith to extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one, and the sword of the Spirit, which is your word. Protector of the innocent, I intercede especially for the children in my family. Guard their innocence, protect their purity, preserve their dreams. May they grow secure in your love, confident that they are special and created with a unique purpose. Deliver them from every form of abuse, from bullying, from rejection. May they develop healthily in all areas, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. May they be bright lights in the midst of their generation. Lord of mercy, I also pray for family members who do not yet know you. May they experience your love through our lives. May our testimony not be of empty words, but of a living and transforming faith. Open their spiritual eyes so they can see your truth. Remove all hardness of heart, all resistance, all unbelief. May one day we all be united not only by blood ties, but by eternal spiritual bonds. Architect of the universe, I thank you because you are building something beautiful in my family. Every challenge we face is shaping our character. Every difficulty overcome is strengthening our faith. Every tear shed is watering seeds of victory that will sprout at the right time. Help us not to give up when the road seems too long, when tiredness knocks at the door, when circumstances seem impossible. May we always remember that you are in control of all things. Eternal Lord, may this prayer not be just words spoken in the morning, but a reality lived throughout this entire day. May we carry with us the certainty of your presence, confidence in your protection, and the joy of being your children. May at nightfall we gather again to thank you for all the blessings received, for every deliverance experienced, for every victory achieved. I surrender this entire family into your powerful hands. We trust in you with all our heart and not in our own understanding. We acknowledge your sovereignty over our lives. May your will be done in our home, just as it is done in heaven. In your holy name I pray and believe. Amen. This morning, prayer teaches us fundamental principles for a healthy and protected family life. First, we learn about the importance of starting the day by surrendering our family to the care of the Most High, even before daily worries take over us. It is an act of faith to declare protection over those we love in the early morning hours. Second, this prayer reminds us that protection is not only physical, but also spiritual, emotional, and financial. We learn to intercede completely, covering all areas of family life. It's not just about asking that nothing bad happens, but about inviting the divine presence to dwell in our home and transform every aspect of our living together. Third, this prayer teaches us about responsibility. At the same time that we ask for protection, we acknowledge our role in creating an environment of love, forgiveness, patience, and understanding. It's not enough to pray asking for harmony if we're not willing to do our part to build healthy relationships. Fourth, we learn about trust in divine provision. In times of economic uncertainty, this prayer anchors us in the certainty that He who takes care of the birds and flowers will certainly take care of His children. This trust frees us from anxiety and allows us to live with more lightness and gratitude. Finally, this prayer teaches us about the power of constant intercession. We don't just pray once and forget. We make this practice a daily habit, creating a favorable spiritual atmosphere over our family. Every morning is a new opportunity to declare blessings, protection, and prosperity over those we love. My friend, if you've made it this far, it's because something touched your heart during this prayer. Perhaps you identified situations in your own family that need divine intervention. Maybe you felt renewed hope that better days will come. Or perhaps you realized you need to be more intentional in praying for those who live under the same roof as you. Now I want to ask you an important question. After hearing this prayer, what will be the first practical step you'll take today to strengthen the spiritual protection over your family? Will it be starting the day praying before picking up your phone? Will it be forgiving someone you've been holding a grudge against? Will it be gathering your family for a real conversation about faith? Will it be seeking professional help for that situation that's difficult to resolve alone? Will it be showing more affection through words and gestures? Knowledge without action transforms nothing. You can hear 1,000 prayers, but if you don't put the principles learned into practice, your reality will remain the same. The Lord has already done His part by giving us powerful spiritual tools. Now it's your turn to do your part. How about establishing a morning prayer routine in your home? It can be just 5 minutes before everyone leaves for their activities. Imagine the spiritual impact of starting each day declaring protection, blessing, and love over your family. Over time, you'll see the fruits of this constant sowing. If this message blessed your life, I invite you to be part of this community of people who believe in the power of prayer. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any prayer, any teaching, any word of hope that we share here daily. Every week we bring new intercessory prayers, deep biblical studies, and messages that will strengthen your faith and transform your family life. You are not alone on this journey. We are thousands of people around the world praying together, believing together, winning together. Leave your comment down below telling how this prayer touched you. Share this video with that person you know urgently needs a word of faith and hope. Sometimes a simple shared video can be the instrument the Lord will use to transform someone's life. May the Lord bless you and your family greatly. May His peace that surpasses all understanding guard your hearts and minds. And may with each new dawn, you wake up with the certainty that you are under the protection of the Most High. Until the next prayer, stay in peace.